Chosen ones, what I'm about to share is not just a message, it's a divine alarm. A call you cannot ignore. If you're watching this, understand this truth. It's no coincidence. You were led here by God. Your time has come. The final war has already begun, and you are at the center of it. This is not the moment for doubt, not the moment for fear. This is the hour where spiritual battle reaches its peak, and you, the chosen one, are being equipped to stand tall. Heaven has sounded the trumpet. The war isn't coming, it's already here. But this war isn't fought with guns or bombs. It's fought with faith, truth, and the unwavering strength of spirit. Right now, your transformation is unfolding. The very blessings you've been praying for, the changes you've longed to see, they are no longer distant. They are stepping into your life, one after the other, with divine precision. Miracles are aligning, doors are opening, and you're about to witness a speed of shift that will leave you in awe. But pause and reflect. This isn't a feel-good message. This is a call to battle, to rise, to embrace your spiritual authority. And if you are truly among the chosen, you'll feel it in your bones that this message is for you. Don't scroll past this. Don't ignore the pull you feel inside. Like this message, subscribe to Stand with the Chosen, and comment 99 not just as a number, but as a spiritual signal that you are ready, aligned, and listening. This is not a game. If you aren't prepared to receive what's coming, you won't survive what's next spiritually, emotionally, or mentally. But if you stay until the end, something inside you will awaken. Divine clarity, holy power, unshakable guidance. Let this message move through your soul. Let God speak to you right now, because this moment is sacred. It's not just another day. This is the unfolding of a prophecy, a message that history will remember. God is not calling the comfortable. He is calling the courageous, those who are willing to rise, to fight with love, with truth, with unwavering purpose. The battle will show up in your finance, in your relationships, in your career, even in your inner peace. Every area of your life will be tested. But if you are chosen, you were built for this. So I say again, the war has begun. Your role is vital, not as a spectator, but as a warrior of light. Rise, take your place, be counted among those who were never meant to blend in, because you were born to stand out. Chosen, called, covered. Now go forth. The whole universe seems to tremble, as if the heavens themselves sense the gravity of what is unfolding. God's voice echoes through your soul like thunder through the mountain. Prepare for the final war. The time is now. There is no retreat, no delay. The road ahead will shake your foundations and test every fiber of your being, but you won't walk it alone. God's presence will go before you, strengthening you, guiding you, transforming you into a vessel of divine purpose. This isn't just another battle. It is the culmination of every spiritual conflict that has ever been. The final war was written in the deepest pages of history, a war for the soul of humanity. From ancient prophecies to sacred texts, from whispers of old to the cries of today, this moment has been foretold. This war is not new, but this battle is different. It is the moment when all preparation ends and purpose begins. In times past, God raised up warriors, prophets, intercessors, voices of truth. Those battles were a rehearsal preparing the chosen ones for this hour. And now, history turns its gaze to you. For in every era of chaos and confusion, there arises a remnant, a group of souls chosen to stand in the gap. This is not just a fight against earthly powers, it's a battle between light and darkness, truth and deception, hope and despair. The spiritual war is real, and now it is manifesting in the physical world. Look around. Global tension, collapsing economies, social unrest, rising deception. These are not random. These are sign, warning, markers that the divine clock is moving toward its final hour. Nothing is happening by accident. Everything is aligning for the final confrontation. You are not just watching this unfold. You are being summoned into it. Chosen ones must now recognize the gravity of their calling. This is your moment of truth. Your soul was forged in fire for this exact purpose. God has equipped you not just with faith, but with resilience, vision, and strength. The question isn't whether you're ready, it's whether you're willing. Will you rise, or will you retreat? Will you let fear lead you, or will you let faith carry you forward? The eyes of the world are watching. Heaven is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. This journey won't be easy. You'll face storms, resistance, and doubt. But in those very tests, you'll find your hidden power. You'll discover what it truly means to be chosen. Not because you're perfect, but because you're willing to fight for the light when the world falls into shadow. God sees your heart. He knows what you're capable of, even when you doubt yourself. This is not the time to hesitate. This is the time to act. The time is now, and the clock is ticking. You were born for this, called for this, prepared for this. The world needs what only you can give, and heaven stands behind you not with empty words, but with divine power and protection. Step forward in faith. Walk boldly into your destiny. The final war has begun, and you are not alone. Understand this clearly. The power within you is not ordinary. It is divine. It is intentional, and it is awakening for a reason. This is not a rehearsal. This is the final battle. The war for the very souls of humanity is underway, and the stakes have never been higher. Darkness is gathering. The enemy moves with precision, and it will not rest until the divine plan is disrupted. But hear this: you were born for this fight. This isn't a battle of convenience. It's a fight for the heart, mind, and spirit of every human being on earth. The enemy doesn't play fair, and neither should you. You will be tested. You will be pushed to the edge. But every hardship you face is not meaningless. Every pain, every delay, every spiritual attack is part of your refinement. It's shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for what lies ahead. The forces of evil want to distract you, confuse you, make you forget who you are. But you must remain rooted. Stand firm. God is with you. His strength will carry you through the darkest nights and fiercest storm. This is not just about enduring, it's about conquering. Your victory is not just personal, it's generational. What you do today will ripple through time, shaping the destiny of those who come after you. But before you can confront the war outside, you must conquer the war within. The holy battle begins in your soul. You must look inward, face your fears, face your doubt, confront the hidden sins and emotional chains you've allowed to remain. You cannot fight with a divided heart. Let go of what no longer serves your soul. Bitterness, fear, addiction, guilt, jealousy, these are chains that keep you from rising. God is calling you into a purification process, a transformation that requires your full surrender. And though it may hurt, each piece of darkness you release makes room for more of His light. The enemy thrives in unhealed spaces. So now is the time to heal, cleanse, release. Every toxic thought, every self-sabotaging habit, every sinful pattern, cast it out. Burn it at the altar of your awakening, because the holiest war is the one that begins inside. And as you do this inner work, as you strip away the layers of pain and pride, you will feel something rise within you. Power, clarity, divine energy. You will begin to walk differently, speak differently, think differently, because God's presence will start flowing through every part of you. That is when you will truly be ready to face what's coming, because a cleansed soul is an unstoppable weapon. And make no mistake, the final war cannot be won without warriors who are whole, humble, and aligned with heaven. Your first act of spiritual warfare is not swinging a sword, it's breaking your own chain. So take this seriously. Now is the time, not tomorrow. Each sin you cast out, each fear you let go of, is a victory in itself. Difficult, yes, painful, sometimes, but it's necessary. This is the battlefield of transformation, and the battle begins with you. Between you and your divine purpose stands a simple truth: you must be purified to be empowered. As you cleanse your heart and surrender your ego, you become a vessel, open, holy, and ready to receive the power, direction, and blessings of God. The more you let go of what does not belong, the more God's strength will rise within you. This isn't a one-time decision, it's a daily commitment, a journey of spiritual transformation that shapes you into a true warrior for the final war. With every old habit broken, every sin released, every fear surrendered, you sharpen your soul for battle. Each day is an invitation to rise stronger, to become more of who you were always meant to be. God is waiting to clothe you in spiritual armor, to place weapons of light into your hands, but you must first be willing to release what makes you weak. And in the midst of this sacred war, your most powerful weapon is your faith. Not just belief, but deep, unshakable trust. Trust in God's plan, even when nothing makes sense. Trust when the nights are dark and the storms rage louder than your prayer. Faith that endures in silence, in struggle, in waiting. That is the kind of faith that wins battle. The enemy will try to shake your foundation. It will use confusion, fear, and distraction to make you question everything. But your faith must stand like stone. For every trial you overcome, your spiritual muscles grow. Every attack you endure becomes fuel for greater strength. You will become resilient, radiant, a beacon in a world desperate for light. And in that light, others will find hope. Your courage will inspire. Your conviction will awaken others. Your unwavering faith will not only shield you, it will become your sword. It will lead you forward through the fiercest storms and ensure that, no matter the odds, you emerge victorious. But this war cannot be won through passivity. This is the time for action. Spiritual, emotional, physical. God has already prepared you, but now it's time to move. You cannot sit back and wait for the victory to come to you. You must walk in faith, speak with boldness, and live with intentional obedience. Your role in this war is uniquely yours. Maybe you're called to lead. Maybe you're called to pray, to protect, to create, to heal, or to stand as a silent force of love and truth. Whatever your role, know that every action, even the smallest step, is part of God's divine strategy. Nothing is random. Every move is orchestrated. Every moment matters. There will be times when the physical fight feels overwhelming, when you feel too small to stand against the enormity of what's coming. But in those moments, remember this: you are not alone. Heaven walks beside you. Angels surround you. God's hand is upon you. So take the next step. Move forward boldly. The war is raging, but the victory belongs to those who act with faith, who refuse to bow to fear, and who walk in alignment with God's voice. As you carry out God's will, stand firm and take action. This is not just a moment in time. This is the moment you were born for. Every breath, every trial, every delay has led you here. And now, as you step into this war, trust that God will guide your every move even when you don't fully realize. Sometimes the steps you take won't feel planned. They may seem small or random, but make no mistake, they are orchestrated by the divine. A higher force is moving through you, aligning your actions with heaven's plan. You will begin to notice how decisions you barely thought about lead to breakthrough, how moments of stillness bring unexpected clarity, how dreams whisper answers and your intuition feels louder than ever before. These are not coincidences, they are God's will made manifest through you. You'll see it unfold in divine timing, a door opening when you least expect it, a conversation that shifts everything, a decision that saves more than just yourself. Trust this process. Trust the divine force that is using you as an instrument of truth and transformation. Even when uncertainty surrounds you, know this: God never misguides those He calls. And as you move forward, God will not send you into battle unarmed. He will clothe you in divine protection, a sacred covering not made of fabric, but of pure spiritual energy. This heavenly garment is not just a shield, it is a force amplifier. It will protect you from darkness, but more importantly, it will magnify your power. When this sacred covering comes upon you, you will feel it not with your eye, but with your spirit. Like a cloak of light wrapping around your soul, it will infuse you with strength you didn't know you had. Your words will carry more weight. Your presence will command attention. Your actions will echo with authority. This is not imagination, this is divine empowerment. In visions and dreams, God may reveal glimpses of this sacred armor. You will feel it: the warmth, the light, the power. Know that this is not just for your protection, but for the fulfillment of your divine mission. With this spiritual clothing, you will no longer walk as just a believer, you will walk as a vessel of divine power, chosen and equipped for the greatest battle in history. This war will not be fought with swords or bullets. It will be fought with spiritual tools: truth, clarity, prayer, discernment, and the power of your word. Your voice will carry weight in realms you cannot see. Your prayers will shake the atmosphere. Your obedience will activate divine movement on earth. God will show you the power of your words, how they can create, destroy, and resurrect. You will begin to understand that speaking life is not just a suggestion, it is a weapon. Your declarations will shape reality. Your faith will unlock doors, and your alignment with divine purpose will ripple across generations. When spoken with faith and conviction, your words become a weapon in this spiritual war. They are not just sounds, they are forces. In this holy battle, your words hold the power to call down heaven's will, shift realities, and break barriers where none seemed movable. Spoken with divine intent, they manifest solutions, resources, and strength that no earthly power could provide. Through unwavering faith and aligned action, you will manifest what you need: the people, the provisions, the wisdom, and the courage to overcome every obstacle. God will bless you with spiritual tools, sudden insights, vivid dreams, divine visions, and unexpected bursts of creativity. These are not random, they are holy gifts, keys to unlock your victory in the final war. Among these tools, your words will be one of the most powerful weapons in your arsenal. Words have always held weight, but now, their spiritual gravity multiplied. Every declaration you make in faith echoes through the spiritual realm. Whether in prayer, conversation, or command, your words will carry the authority of heaven. You will witness it: how your voice shifts the atmosphere, how your speech calms storm, awakens others, and brings clarity to chaos. Your words will not simply express belief, they will activate miracles. But the power of words is not just in what you say, it's in what you allow yourself to hear. Guard your ears and your heart. Surround yourself with words rooted in truth, faith, and light. What you feed your spirit will determine your strength. Faith-filled words build armor around your soul. Negative words, fear-based voices, and doubt-filled narratives will only weaken you. So speak with conviction. Let your voice become the trumpet of God's will. And as you do, you will begin to witness your reality bend to the divine blueprint. One of the most sacred ways God communicates with His chosen is through dreams. These prophetic dreams are not figments of your imagination, they are messages from heaven, delivering wisdom, warnings, and direction for the road ahead. Some will be clear, others will come in symbol, but all will carry divine insight that can guide your every step in this holy war. In these dreams, you may be shown your mission, the enemies you must confront, the allies you must trust, the path you must walk. Pay close attention, write them down, pray over them, for these dreams are not just dreams, they are divine armor. Each vision is a map from heaven, given to prepare you for battles yet unseen. God's voice in your dreams may not be loud, but it will always be clear. Trust it, lean into it, obey it. Your ability to discern and act on these visions will be one of your greatest advantages in this war. As the final war unfolds, the physical world will reflect the spiritual battle. You will see signs, financial collapses, political unrest, environmental shift. These are not accident. They are indicators. The war has begun. These global crises are not simply moments of chaos. They are markers of destiny, revealing the urgency of this divine confrontation. They are the shaking of the earth in response to a spiritual clash happening behind the veil. The world will go through intense periods of instability, but do not be afraid. These crises, financial, political, environmental, are not random. They are part of the divine plan. In the midst of chaos, God is still in control, and alongside these challenges, you will witness unexpected breakthroughs, moments of blessing so divine. They will serve as holy reminders that even when the world trembles, God's provision never ceases. While the world may sink into financial confusion, you the faithful will find ways to prosper. God will release blessings to those aligned with His will. These resources won't be for luxury or ego, they will be for fulfilling your divine assignment. You will be equipped with what you need at the exact moment you need it. These global events are not to be feared, but understood. They are sign, signal, markers that God is reshaping the world, aligning it with His higher purpose. As the final war intensifies, the chosen ones will not crumble. They will stand firm, recognizing that every hardship and every miracle is a thread in the tapestry of victory. Stay alert, stay grounded in truth, be ready to respond to His call, because soon, a powerful surge of divine activation will move through you like fire from the heaven. This moment will change everything. It won't just be a spiritual awakening, it will be a supernatural realignment with your original purpose. It will feel like the skies have opened. Your gifts, some you've buried, some you've never recognized, will come alive with intensity. Fear will fall away. Boldness will rise. You'll act with a confidence you didn't know you had, guided by divine intuition, clarity, and unshakable faith. This divine surge isn't just for your benefit. It's a call to action, a divine signal saying, now is the time. You will not be able to sit still. The fire within you will compel you to move, speak, act, and lead. Because the world doesn't just need your light, it is waiting for it. Your activation is a part of God's master plan, one that will determine the direction of nation, the salvation of souls, and the healing of the earth. You have been chosen not to watch from the sideline, but to rise and walk in divine purpose. Embrace the power when it comes. Use it for the greater good. This is it, the battle that transcends time and space. The final war is not just a physical confrontation. It is the culmination of every ancient struggle between light and darkness, good and evil, truth and deception. It is a showdown that has been written across centuries, and you are living it now. You are not a bystander. You are not just one of many. You are a chosen warrior, handpicked by heaven to stand on the front lines of the greatest spiritual conflict of all time. Preparing for this battle will require more than faith. It will demand total surrender, unbreakable resolve, and the willingness to let go of comfort for the sake of divine destiny. The forces of darkness will try to pull you in, seduce you with lies, distract you with fear, but you must remain anchored in truth, locked in the light, and relentless in your purpose. Temptations will rise, fear will whisper, doubt will creep in. But remember this: your strength lies in your unshakable belief in God and in the divine mission entrusted to you. As the battle intensifies, so will your resolve. Every moment of preparation, every prayer, every trial, every act of obedience is strengthening your spiritual muscles for the war ahead. You are not alone. God is by your side, and with Him, you are more than prepared for this final showdown. In this battle, your every move matters. Even when you don't understand the full scope of what's happening, trust that every step taken in faith strikes a blow against the enemy. Every whispered prayer, every bold decision, every act of love is an act of spiritual warfare. This battle isn't for the faint of heart. It's for those who know that the victory is already written and they've been chosen to walk it out. Stand firm. The battle of the ages is upon us, and you have been called to lead the charge. The signs are already here. The final war is unfolding all around you. In the noise of everyday life, it's easy to dismiss the subtle spiritual shift. But for those with eyes to see and ears to hear, the signs are unmistakable. Prophetic dreams, sudden shifts in energy, divine interruption, and a growing urgency stirring in your soul. These are not random. They are divine signals, strange coincidences, unexplainable timing, changes in people, systems, and even nature itself. Financial chaos, political unrest, emotional upheaval. All of these are markers of the final war's arrival. The spiritual temperature is changing, and if you're attuned, you can feel it. Now more than ever, you must stay vigilant. Sharpen your awareness. Listen to the nudges in your spirit. Pay attention to the patterns that emerge. They are instructions in disguise. Your intuition, guided by the Holy Spirit, will become your compass. These are not moments to fear. They are moments to prepare. When you recognize what's happening, you can move with purpose instead of panic. Vigilance is your armor. Awareness is your shield. They allow you to walk through chaos with grace and divine confidence. The signs are here, and the time to act is now. The call has gone out. Heaven has issued its command, and now it's time for you to respond. This is not a time for delay, not a time for second-guessing. Your readiness, your willingness to say yes, is a turning point not just for your life, but for the world. Every choice you make will ripple through time. Every prayer you speak carries weight. Every stand you take sends shockwaves through spiritual realm. God is searching for those who will stand tall, who will carry light into darkness, who will lead the weary toward victory. Your readiness, not your perfection, is what will determine how you endure the storms ahead. It's what will allow you to help others find their footing when the world begins to shake. You are part of something greater. When you rise to this call, you step into a movement that is eternal, a divine unfolding that is shaping the future of humanity. This war will determine the course of history, and your readiness will shape the outcome. This battle doesn't just require physical preparation. It calls for something deeper, spiritual and emotional readiness. Are you prepared to sacrifice, to lay down your own desires for something greater than yourself? Are you willing to stand your ground, even when the world around you crumbles, and to keep moving forward when everything inside you says to stop? Your readiness is not just about you. It is the foundation of the future. The strength you show now, the faith you hold onto now, will create a path for generations to experience divine victory. Because what's coming is not a moment, it is a great shift, one that will change the very fabric of the world as we know it. This shift will not only shake the physical world, it will penetrate the spiritual realm, reconfiguring everything: beliefs, structures, systems, and soul. Old ways will collapse. False idols will fall. The systems that once propped up society will begin to disintegrate. And those who have been spiritually asleep will finally begin to wake. Do not fear this transformation. Embrace it. It is part of God's divine plan, a sacred step toward the inevitable triumph of light over darkness. Those who have prepared their hearts will not be shaken. They will move through this storm with clarity, knowing that the shaking is part of the refining. The collapse is part of the resurrection. At first, the shift may feel disorienting. You may see it in people's behavior, in the breakdown of institution, in the surge of spiritual hunger around you. But trust this: everything is unfolding as it must. This is not chaos, this is divine recalibration. It is the spiritual alignment of heaven's timeline colliding with earth's reality. The clock is ticking. Every moment brings us closer to the climax of this holy battle. The final war is not a distant prophecy, it is now. And there is no more time to hesitate. The urgency you feel is real, a sacred countdown, not to disaster, but to awakening, a transformation that will shift the course of history. What you do now matters more than ever. This is the time to fortify your spirit, strengthen your faith, rid your heart of distractions, and align every part of your life with the will of God. Every day that passes is not a delay, it is a divine opportunity to prepare, to focus, to listen. This is your final countdown, your last call to gather what you need for the battle ahead, not weapons of war, but weapons of truth, love, discernment, and power. And know this: you are not alone. God has already equipped you. Everything you need is already inside you. The countdown is not to create panic. It is a call to purpose. Divine timing is never wrong. And this moment, this season, is sacred. It is the divine unlocking of your full potential. The gifts that have been dormant within you, the voice, the vision, the power, they are stirring now, ready to be awakened. You were not created to be silent. You were not chosen to sit on the sideline. You were born for this. Deep within you lies a well of untapped divine potential. Now is the time to awaken it, to unlock what God has placed within you, to walk boldly into your destiny and carry out the divine mission you've been given. These are not just ideas, they are real, tangible forces that have the power to shift the very fabric of the world. As the final war approaches, you must awaken to the true spiritual power within you and use it to fulfill your divine assignment. But unlocking your divine potential doesn't happen by accident. It requires deep connection with God. It requires you to strip away the layers of fear, doubt, and limitation that have kept you from fully stepping into the person you were always meant to be. As you rise into your divine identity, you will begin to see with new eyes. The world will look different. Your purpose will become clear. A sacred confidence will begin to flow through you, not arrogance, but the certainty that you are aligned with something greater than yourself. And these divine gifts within you, they were never meant just for you. They are for the benefit of others. When you awaken to your true potential, you become a vessel, a carrier of God's grace, strength, and light. Your words will uplift. Your presence will shift atmospheres. Your light will shine so brightly that darkness will flee. The world needs that light now more than ever. The time is not tomorrow, it is now. The world is aching for truth, healing, and leadership that can only come from those who are spiritually awake. There comes a moment in every divine journey where everything aligns. This is that moment, the moment where hesitation dies, where fear dissolves, where you step fully into the divine calling that's been waiting for you all along. You will begin to realize that every trial, every failure, every unanswered question, it all led here, to this exact point. You are ready. Now is the time to act, to trust, to step forward into your role in this holy war. And yes, challenges will still come. You will still have moments of doubt. But in those moments, remember, God is with you. His strength is yours. His voice will guide you. His power will uphold you. This is your sacred moment of truth, and it is the beginning of an entirely new chapter in your divine mission. The moment of divine timing is drawing near, and when it comes, there will be no time to hesitate. The final confrontation between light and darkness is approaching fast. Your ability to respond instantly, faithfully will determine how you navigate what's ahead. Now is the time to align every part of yourself with God's will, because when He calls, you must be ready. Divine timing isn't like human timing. It doesn't wait for convenience. It is a cosmic force that aligns people, places, and events with perfect precision to fulfill God's purpose. When the moment arrives, and it will, you will feel it deep in your spirit. A knowing, a fire, a signal that says, this is it. And when it comes, you will move. You will rise. You will fulfill your divine assignment with power, clarity, and unstoppable faith.